Take your time, don't move too fast. Think about the future, don't fear the past. If life's a destination, where are you at?
That's Destination by Sunset Junkies on WUDG Underground Columbus with the Beyond Air Network. You're listening to Let's Get Touchy. We're getting touchy up in here. So make sure you're calling and getting your voice heard. 614-636-5601. Let's go! Let's Get Touchy's on from 6 to 9.
What's good? This is your boy DJ Frost, and I would like you to check out my show every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 9 to 1, and from Friday 11 to 3, and Saturday 10 to 3 p.m. on your station, the best station for new and unsigned music, WUDG, Home and Unsigned Artists.
Goes down in that there underground. WUDG. Columbus. Ohio.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Kid Cash, and I know y'all tired of hearing the local radio stations play the same music over and over. But look, all you gotta do is turn off that dial and plug right into undergroundcolumbus.com every Thursday from 6 to 10 p.m. and catch the Kid Cash and Swamp Show. We got the dopest and hottest independent and unsigned artists every Thursday. Y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all get at us. And if you on the go, all you gotta do is use the auxiliary cord, plug it into that phone, and hit up the TuneIn app, and we right there at Underground Columbus. Y'all already know what it is.
Your stomach talking to you? Is it saying I want chicken and waffles? Well, you got to get it for the best. Eddie's Chicken and Waffles is where you should be. The menu is stacked with many more options like the big breakfast and buttermilk pancakes. If you're hosting an event at home or in an office party, they have the bomb platter just for your crowd of friends. The platter is served with 20 wings, 12 fish, and fries for $39.99. They also have 2 locations at 1808 East Livingston, and they just opened up a secondary location at 3252 No Bigsby Road. That is open till 10 p.m. and serve breakfast all day. So there's no excuse not to try Eddie's Chicken and Waffles.
Just in case you didn't know, WUDG Underground Columbus is the best place to find independent and unsigned artists. And LGT, or Let's Get Touchy, is the best place to share your thoughts on relationships, love, and life. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to check in with Let's Get Touchy on WUDG Underground Columbus, where your favorite independent and unsigned artists live.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs.
But I bet you're not against the pair of tickets I got to go see Bone Thugs and Harmony Friday, June 2nd at Park Street Saloon. That's right, the Underground Vault has a chance for 2 listeners. You heard me right, 2 listeners to see Bone Thugs and Harmony in concert. All you have to do is listen to your favorite Underground on-air personality to say, "For the love of money," and call in to 614-636-5601 for your chance to win. You don't want to miss out on songs like First of the Month, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, For the Love of Money, Crossroads, Look Into My Eyes, or the 2 songs that feature 2 of the world's known hip-hop artists, Thug Love featuring Tupac and The Notorious Thugs featuring The Notorious B.I.G. So if you're ready to see Crazy, Lazy, Busy, Wish, and Flesh and Bone in concert, you already know what to do. 614-636-5601. You already know what it is. It's the Underground.
Bruh, I gotta get rid of this stomach, man. Oh my God. This stomach is getting ridiculous, man. I'm starting to get rolls on my back.
Oh my, do you see my body? Ew, I went from a size 4 to a size 24? Oh no, no, I can't do it, no. I used to have a Coke bottle shape, now I have a 2-liter.
Hey yo fellas, has that 6-pack turned into a keg? Ladies, that Coke bottle shape turned into a 2-liter soda? Well, check this out. What if I tell you that I can get you 2 weeks of free workouts at a top-notch workout facility right here in Columbus? That's right, 2 weeks free. The Underground Vault and D1 Columbus teamed up to give a few passes away for the ultimate workout. All you have to do is listen to Underground Columbus and call 614-636-5601 to be entered to win. Hey, summer is almost here, and I know you're not going back to the beach looking like that, so make the call. 614-636-5601. WUDG Underground Columbus, the best station where independent and unsigned artists live. Catch Me Entertainment presents All Eyes on Me, the untold story of Tupac, movie premiere and meet and greet, Thursday, June 15th at the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street in Columbus, hosted by actor Jamal Willard, aka Gravy. You can also catch Gravy hosting the Tupac VIP after party at the Red Club, 2885 Olentangy River Road in Columbus. This is an event you don't want to miss. For more information or details, go to All Eyes on Me Columbus at eventbrite.com or call 614-378-2925.
goes down in that there underground. WUDG. Columbus. Ohio. How's that?
Welcome back. This is WUDG Underground Columbus. That was an awesome version of Purple Rain by John Sachs. Don't touch the...
Nice.
All right, so we're going to keep the conversation going. Got these two guys in here. Hold on. Family. Hey. So...
Are we live?
We are live. We're live right now. Good thing you're in your good clothes.
What other on the be here? What?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's what you were worried about. Like, I was just trying to help a sister out. I mean, help a brother out. Anyway, so we're talking today about dealing with rejection. And breakups and being broken up with. So how do you, as gentlemen, as the male species, how have you tended to get through and over and around rejection, dealing with rejection? You first.
Me first. That's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could deal with rejection. By avoiding it, you could just not put yourself out there. Obviously, that might lead you to a lonely life. But I feel like if you try to be as honest as you can in the relationship and try to be as upfront as you can, you hopefully will minimize any sort of catastrophe at the end of that relationship. I mean, obviously, the goal is for the relationship not to end, but obviously, you only get one that doesn't end, right? Because if it works out, it works out. But otherwise, that relationship is doomed. Which means we all might be in doomed relationships if you're in a relationship, but who knows? But if you're trying to be as open and upfront and all that as you can, then hopefully you're on the same page and all that stuff. But if you're playing games and whatever, then yeah, probably disaster and heartbreak and catastrophe. And
I have a question. You said if you're being as upfront as you can, what would prevent you from not being upfront? Like, in what situation couldn't you be upfront?
Well, I feel like, you never know another person, right? You are you, and you see things from your perspective. And I think for a lot of dudes, it's hard to, the stereotype is that we can't commit. And I think that really comes from, we're terrified to give ourselves to this person, and then it turns out that they're not the right one. That sucks. And we've all probably been there. When you thought it was the one, and when I was 15, I was like, oh, we're going to get married. Yeah, right. And now, you look back on that and it seems silly, but, you might end up doing that at 30, at 40. And, it's terrible. But what might prevent you from doing that is that type of, you can't trust, or if you can't trust the other person all the way, maybe you don't know them well enough. Maybe you're a shady person and doing dirt. And so that's going to keep you from being upfront. Obviously, you're not going to come right out and be like, so yeah, I like you a lot, but I got X, Y, Z over here. You're probably cool with that, right? So cool. Most people aren't cool with that.
Like if you're an FBI agent.
Yeah, you might not be too open. That's a good example. For other reasons, you might not be open.
Right. Jordy?
So, this is a complicated question, but yet it's an easy question. Like
dynamic.
Yeah, the dynamics of this. So, if you was dating somebody, like if I date somebody, what would make me not be honest if I think you're better than me? And I have to really give a presentation, because the first day is presentation day. It's what you present as a falsifying thing, because everyone wants their first day to be good.
Right.
By the third day, you're finding out it's not the same person you had the first day with. This person, they eat weird, they already scratched their butt. All these weird things you don't notice on the first day. It's presentation. So you put your best foot forward. You buy some new shoes, new clothes, new outfit.
Take a bath.
Yeah, but by the third day, you don't care about that.
Right.
After about 6 months, you don't care about all that stuff. You have to love me the way I am. That's how most people feel. Right. So, sometimes the presentation could be falsifying, and then over time, this person say, "Oh, this is not the man or woman that I quote unquote fell in love with."
Right. You don't do the same things when you were putting effort in, trying to smash or trying to get me to be your girlfriend or what have you. You've already done that stuff. So now, a lot of dudes don't want to keep putting that same effort.
It's the presentation. Sometimes the presentation can be misleading.
Okay.
It's like if you go to freaking the ice cream store and ice cream looks good and you eat it and you're like, oh, it wasn't that great.
Okay, but I feel like we're sort of digressing. So when it comes to rejection, how does that play in, like, to how you would deal with being rejected by someone who's not honest, per se?
I mean, it sucks. For whoever the person is who feels like the other person wasn't honest, obviously it's not a good feeling. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you probably have some level of trust, whether it's a little bit of trust that you just start now, or deep trust because you've been married for 20 years or whatever it is.
Right.
Or, you know, you've just been dating for a long time, but, you know, if you, that rejection, well, I mean, I don't know if all rejection, if that's necessarily what you're thinking of, but it could be a form of betrayal. If it's a form of betrayal, then it's going to be this dude in the mix.
Oh,
you know, if it's a betrayal, then yeah, you're going to have some deep feelings about it. If it's just a straight up rejection, I mean, if you're already in the relationship, the rejection, I guess, has to come with some sort of other thing, right? Because what's the reason for the breakup? If it's just I hollered at you and you rejected me, you know, that's a different type of rejection. So I guess I need to know what kind of rejection you're talking about.
You get hollered and get rejected like this does all the time.
Right. Like, yo, baby, what's going on?
False
like, get out of
story.
here.
Alternative facts.
So like when you get there's different levels of rejection. If you're with somebody who you've known for a minute and you get rejected, it's a deeper cut versus somebody who in the introduction process. But you can get rejected because they say, you're not my type, you don't catch my eye.
Right.
We just don't click in any type of way of a conversation. So I mean, there's different type of rejection.
And they barely know you, so For instance, here's a good example. A couple jobs ago, I hollered at a girl that was at the job because I thought we clicked. We were on the same page on a lot of stuff. It just seemed like, it seemed like the chemistry might have been there.
Yeah.
So I hollered. It was scary, you know what I'm saying? But I went ahead, we were out at lunch, and I was like, whatever I said. And then she was like, whatever bullshit she said. I mean, whatever nonsense that she said. So she said whatever nonsense that she said. And it never seemed like I got a straight answer as to why. It could have been like, yo, I'm not feeling you, fine. But it was like, some other thing, and I just, and I never got, that's what made me mad, was why can't you just tell me F off if it's F off, you know what I'm saying?
What if she was just a nice person and she just didn't want to...
Nah. If she was nice, she would have been direct.
See, that's what, all y'all like that.
Because if she was nice, she would have not spared my feelings, she would have just been honest and been like, because we didn't go out, so it's not like she went out with me to be nice. We still didn't go out, so what's the sugarcoating for?
So when did nice people lead on people?
Right.
What's nice about leading on somebody?
Right.
Isn't that a very mean thing to do?
Very mean.
Right.
Well,
why'd you do that?
I mean,
nice
I wear my
person
heart on my
would
sleeves, so don't play with me, please.
Yeah,
just keep it 100.
Just
Just
like about what, an inch. But yeah, I mean, no.
got jokes.
No, I beat Frost today, so I'm feeling good.
Okay, so
Did you reject any of his shots?
Oh, I rejected everything he threw up.
How did he deal with that?
He cried. He's probably right now listening to your show.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm sure he's not. I'm sure
He really is. He probably listening to your show. He probably
accepted.
listening to your show eating Rocky Road ice cream.
Ooh, Rocky Road is the bomb.
Moose Tracks is better.
Remember, Number Fresher when Summer
Moose
was
Tracks.
eating? Moose Tracks is disgusting.
What is Moose Tracks?
Peanut butter cups.
Hold on, we're not talking about anything else but ice cream right now.
All ice cream is gross, by the way.
Yeah, you have no say.
I don't like ice cream.
Ixnay on the ice cream hating.
I don't like ice cream.
It's pretty much like a swirl with peanut butter cups in it and fudge chunks.
Oh, okay.
Don't eat it.
It's the truth.
It's terrible.
So good.
It will hurt you.
I love
I'm
peanut
lactose
butter.
though,
I
so
do love peanut
I'm a
butter.
big peanut
I love
butter
me a
person.
peanut butter. Anything.
But it's alright. But I mean, yeah, so I mean rejection, it depends on the level, it depends on the person. Some people have rejection bad.
Yeah.
What was the question though? Like, cause I came in as I was talking about rejection.
The rejection. The question is how like just tips on how to deal with rejection. How have you dealt with rejection in the past? And it's kind of a vague topic because there is so many scenarios and situations of rejection. So it's whatever you feel is like most significant to you, I guess.
Oh, I get angry easy, so I'm like flipping tables and all this and that. I'm like, just up front. Just be honest. Because I can take rejection well. I mean,
okay, so
it's the playing around. Just don't play around with me.
Yeah, it's the games.
Yeah, that's what I can do without. And I was just joking about getting mad and flipping tables.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you're an emotional. You get emotional when you get rejected.
Probably under the influence.
My thing is, why do women play games so much?
Why do guys play games so much?
What games gotta play?
It honestly,
Where
to
they
be
have,
real
like,
fair on this,
5
it depends on the woman and the dude.
Well, I say this.
Because there's game playing dudes out there, and there's game playing women out there,
I'll
obviously.
say this. There's a difference between guy games and women games.
That is true.
Women games are well
Guys and
thought
girls are
out and
different.
methodical. Guys games are like,
My bad for looking at her booty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't control.
Sorry, not sorry.
Well, not all. Okay, yeah, that's very subjective. Very like you can't.
It's the truth.
No, well, it can be the truth, but there can be so much more to that truth. Is what I'm saying.
That is the absolute truth.
Oh my
Nothing but the
gosh.
truth.
Oh, I'm not gonna
So
argue.
help me.
This
I mean,
is
if you
not
want,
the place
if
for
you
arguing.
do want to talk about how to get over rejection,
Yes, getting over rejection.
I mean, there's obviously no magic formula, and it's going to depend on how deeply you invested you were in that relationship to begin with. I mean, like he said earlier, you know, if it's just somebody you hollered at and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling you," just pass it on the street. You know, I think for some dudes it's a numbers game. They're gonna holler at every single woman they see, and I see it, and I'm like, "Word, you're really hollering at every single woman?" Because not all of them are hollerable. But
sure not.
And I'm gonna say this with a little asterisk on it: like when you start dating someone else, or you start getting interested in someone else, you start forgetting so much about that last person. Now, I have a dude who's like, you know, my age since like 6th grade, but I'm old now, just so you know, the radio listeners. But this dude does not know how to be alone. So every time he has a breakup, whether he's the one that breaks up, which he probably never is the one to break up,
right?
When he gets left, he can't wait to jump in deep with the next one. You know what I'm saying? So like by the time I've met this next girlfriend, which I haven't even met this girlfriend, and he's already engaged and buying a house. You know what I mean? He just can't be alone. So to me, I say there's a limit to like, okay, I'm gonna get over this girlfriend with the next girlfriend. It can't be. You got to be okay with yourself.
I'm trying to think.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be okay to be alone. I could be alone. I could go to a restaurant and eat by myself and be fine and not feel awkward. Or I mean, if people want to think that's weird, that's fine. But it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
We like to call that master dating.
Master dating.
Oh, that's funny.
That's new.
Took me a second.
New for me.
Self-love, master dating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it takes a second.
Click.
But yeah, I mean, so like my dude is the extreme, obviously, of I'm not just a Rinda Des. My dude that I know is the extreme of that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you don't want to just have to need someone else that you barely just met to validate you. You should be cool with yourself, and then I can't be in a relationship with you that's healthy unless I'm healthy with myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
I
think that's probably why I'm still single right now to this day, because I'm still
You're working on yourself.
myself.
You're a work in progress, and everything. Like I feel like you were saying, like that's all too often the case that we jump into situations to feel like we're completed, and then when that rejection comes, it like hits us so hard that like we become immobile and we become frozen in time essentially.
That's why you go into things nowadays with an open mind.
Right.
Yes.
Gotta keep an open mind.
Yes.
But even with my last relationship, like, and I probably was moving a little too fast on the engaged thing like that. Like, how long? I don't even know how long I knew the girl, and now like I was talking about getting married. Like,
sometimes it feels like that. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that I didn't, but even when we split and then after the split and me trying, you want to try to give it another shot? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it was what it was. Like,
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah. I feel that.
I was dating a woman when I was a student here who is a weird type of rejection because it's not outright. So we clicked on a lot of things. Like the way I envisioned our relationship was that the gears, like the teeth on the gears lined up 90% of the time. 10% of the time, it's not working. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to line up.
Right.
And it's how the machinery is. It's never going to line up because that's who we are. You know what I mean? It was certain things that were fundamental to us. Like she needs to spend more time. I needed to spend less time. That type of stuff. Where like there's no real resolution to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Other than one person gets their way and the other person doesn't.
Right.
So it was that type of thing. And so what she was doing in the relationship was wanting me to mold that last 10%. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by the rejection. She didn't want me. She wanted a dude that was almost me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she wanted 90% Jose, 10% some other dude. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was looking for. Now, she also had this weird dynamic where she didn't want to end the relationship. She just wanted to hit the gas. So I'm talking about, hey, we need to slow down. She's talking about, let's move in together. And I'm like, hey, and I said, we're not ready to move in together. And she said, I put my condo up on the market. And I was like, right. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. She said, let's go to couples counseling. I said, we're not even engaged yet. She said, I'm going to go to couples counseling by myself anyway.
By myself? What?
Right. Let's not unpack that. But what I'm saying is she was only interested in doing her agenda. Whatever she wanted to do, she was going to do, no matter what I said. Which is really fine. Quick. I'm not saying don't be an independent person, don't be strong.
We're going to play this legal and then we'll get right back into it.
It goes down in that there underground.
WUDG.
Columbus. How's that?
All right, we're here. Let's get touchy. Go ahead, finish up.
F that B? No. So what was I saying? That, yeah, she was trying to keep me in the relationship, and it wasn't until that she decided to be done with it that it was done. Nice little vibrating soundtrack there.
Is that her calling you right?
Right.
You ready to get back
and then
together?
The weirdest thing was, after we broke up, she still wanted to control like some sort of friendship that I was not prepared to have.
Right.
But she was still texting me all the time, and even when I was walking to work, she would drive by the street I'm walking into the building on. That is weird.
Yes.
And finally, as a matter of fact, she was telling me, she used to say crazy things to me too in the relationship. Things that you know are lies. Things like, I'm only attracted to you only on the whole planet. And I'm like, that's just not how biology works.
Yeah.
Or like people on
honest with
TV.
herself.
Right. People on TV, for instance, I would make a comment like, oh, I know you're checking out that dude, something. And, no. And I'm like, that dude was genetically engineered to be on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even dudes are like, that's a good looking dude because you're on, I mean, it's a chiseled dude. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to get with them.
Hey, if I was like that,
but you
right.
appreciate it.
Right, but you're like, oh, okay, I see why you got that role, Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see why I'm not a blockbuster movie star. Right. And you are. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But she would act like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, that's a lie.
Obsessive, though.
She would also say, if we ever broke up, which she was not trying to do, if we ever broke up, I wouldn't date anyone for a super long time. 8 months later, she's like, I'm marrying this dude, and I moved out. I just wanted you to know. And I was like, thank God. Thank you. And peace. Like, I know for sure that you're not going to try to boomerang back into my life because now married with kids. Best of luck, because I never want to enter that relationship ever again.
Not even as a friend?
Not really. Just because it was so toxic. Even at the end, like I said, she was still even trying to control that. Which I was like, man, just cut me loose, man.
Just let me fly. Just let me go.
It's cool to be cool with exes if you
low.
got that. If you got that chemistry, I'm cool. One of my closest female friends is an ex from way back. We dated like 20 years ago. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So I mean it's simmered down. You know what I'm saying? Any sort of whatever has gone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I probably wouldn't holler at any of the last few women that I dated as you know.
Yeah, you
my
have to
current girl
filter them out.
Yeah.
Like my last. Well, we'll talk about my last when we come back. We're gonna let you hear some tunes.
Ow.
Chuck Oni and Scotty Boombox, Ruckus on the way. Keep it locked here on WUDG Underground Columbus with the Be On Air Network. This is Let's Get Touchy with your hostess doing the mostest. Ayo.
Ayo.
I wish the clouds would come around. I wish the rain would fall down. Sometimes I feel like crying. Sometimes I think about you, wondering what you're into. Sometimes I feel like dying. Look what you've done to me. I can't seem to break free. I haven't been the same since the heartache. I wish the clouds would come around. I wish the rain would fall down. Sometimes I feel like crying. Sometimes I think what you've done to me.